Hey everyone, it's April 23rd, 2025. Hope all having a great day today, and welcome back to the Humble Gent YouTube channel. So in my previous video, I did an unboxing and first impressions of the watch I'm wearing right now, my Tudor Black Bay 39. And this watch absolutely blew me away. This is the new Tudor Black Bay 39 Jubilee bracelet T-fit clasp, and it has the MT movement in here. And look at that anthracite dial with the gilt hands and indices. This watch absolutely blew me away. I bought this watch and the watch I'm going to show you guys today at the same time. This watch actually came in the day before this watch right here. And honestly, I'm in love with both watches right now. If you watched the end of my previous video, I told you guys the new watch I purchased was a Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. This is a watch I am really excited for. Last year, everyone thought that Rolex was going to release a new GMT Master 2 Coke. And lo and behold, Tudor came out with their new GMT 58 Coke, and it is beautiful. So if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you would know that I love Jubilee style bracelets on a huge variety of watches. I mean, I've been putting Jubilee bracelets, especially recently, on a lot of watches. Obviously this one right here, the Tudor Black Bay 39, came with this beautiful Jubilee bracelet from Tudor. So one right here, to give you guys an example, my Tudor Black Bay 58 in blue, stunning watch. I put it on this aftermarket Uncle Seiko Jubilee style bracelet, and it really transformed this watch. I do love the oyster style bracelet, don't get me wrong, but Jubilee definitely hits different and feels great on wrist. Another watch I put a Jubilee style bracelet recently on is my Tudor Pelagos 39, and I was on the verge of selling the Tudor Pelagos because I was getting bored of this watch. I also put this Uncle Seiko Jubilee style bracelet on this watch here, and this is also grade 2 titanium, just like the Pelagos 39. Many of you may know where I'm going with this, but with my Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, I knew 100% I wanted it on a Jubilee style bracelet. Especially on the GMT model, in my opinion, it is made for it. I did unbox this watch the other day. For now, I put it in this Omega travel case, and this is the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT on this beautiful Jubilee style bracelet. And honestly, this is definitely my favorite Tudor watch as of right now. Take a look at the bezel there. You have the black and the red. You have the gilt on the dial as well, which looks so good. Honestly, Tudor definitely hit it out of the park with this model. I have nothing to complain about here. Take it off this pillow. Absolutely stunning watch here. Minimal text. Really stunning dial. I love that the text is in that tan or gold lettering. It looks so good. And on the dial there, you can see that it has the bronze or gold numbers around the bezel. It's a very nice vintage inspired watch, and it just looks right on this Jubilee style bracelet. Look how beautiful that dial is there. It definitely has a little bit of texture on it. As you can see, it does have a date on there compared to the Black Bay 58, which doesn't have a date. It is a beautiful watch. As you can see, it has a snowflake hands. There's a third GMT hand in there as well. It is honestly stunning. The one thing that blew people away with this model is it's almost the same size as the Black Bay 58, except it has a GMT function, a true GMT movement in this. Not a collar GMT, a true GMT movement at only 12.8 millimeters thick. In a moment here, I will show you a direct comparison to the Black Bay 58 in blue. And as a lot of people know, the Black Bay 58 is a phenomenal watch that fits great on a huge variety of wrist sizes. And this GMT model fits almost identical to the Black Bay 58, and that's why this watch is so popular. And putting it on this Jubilee style bracelet definitely makes this watch that much better. And on top of that, I put the OEM clasp with the T-fit adjustment on this aftermarket Jubilee bracelet to make this watch even better. Honestly, this watch absolutely blew me away. When I did the unboxing of this watch right here, the Tudor Black Bay 39, I was honestly blown away, like I said. But when I unboxed this watch right here, the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, I had no words. I didn't even record me unboxing that because I wanted to just enjoy the unboxing, enjoy the experience. I actually purchased the bracelet from Uncle Seiko before I even purchased this watch because I knew I was going to purchase the GMT 58, and I knew I wanted it on a Jubilee style bracelet. It was only on the OEM oyster style bracelet for one day, and I swapped it over to the Jubilee bracelet, and honestly, I really have no words. It just looks right. And we know Tudor's going in the right direction right now with the recent release of the Tudor Black Bay 58 with the burgundy dial and bezel. That also has a Jubilee bracelet with the T-fit clasp. I have a feeling they're going to be putting Jubilee style bracelets on other watches in the future, which is an awesome sign. And like I said, I'm not against the oyster style bracelet, but it's nice to have that option for either an oyster or a Jubilee. Alright, now I'll show you guys how this looks on my 7¼ inch wrist. I'll take off my Tudor Black Bay 39, which, like I said, this is a phenomenal watch. This is definitely a watch that's slept on by a lot of people. This came out 2 years ago, and I feel like it should be way more popular than it is. This is a bold statement, but I think this is the perfect watch that Tudor has made. And there's a reason why Tudor has been my favorite brand, especially the last couple of years. They have been killing it. Tudor is definitely #1 for me, with Omega being a close second, but you would never see Rolex taking these kind of risks, making these kind of watches. Rolex definitely doesn't take any risks. They keep things very simple with minor adjustments throughout the years. And then you have Tudor over here coming out with watches like this right here. A new GMT with these kind of proportions is insanity. But look at that beautiful Jubilee bracelet here. And on top of that, you get this T-fit clasp was an easy swap to this Jubilee bracelet, and it really makes this watch look that much better. Honestly, I am for Jubilee right now for everything. I'm not sure if it's a phase. I doubt it is, because I really love how it looks and feels on wrist. See how it looks on my 7¼ inch wrist. Like the Black Bay 58, this has a 39mm case diameter, 20mm lug length, so you can put a huge variety of different aftermarket straps on this watch. I do want to get a high quality rubber strap for this watch too, so I can swap it out with the Jubilee bracelet. And on top of that, this has 200 meters of water resistance. It does have dive watch specs, even though it is a GMT model, which is awesome. I think I said this before, but it's only 12.8 millimeters thick, so it's a very thin watch on wrist, fits really, really well, and it only has a 47.8 millimeter lug to lug, and it'll fit perfect on a huge variety of wrist sizes. Love everything about this watch, and obviously with a GMT you do need the date. A lot of people don't want the date on this dial, but honestly I don't mind it whatsoever. The proportions of the watch are honestly great. A lot of people love the Black Bay 58, and if you love the Black Bay 58 sizing, you will love how this will fit on your wrist. So this is a bi-directional 24-hour bezel for any GMT watch. Like I said, it goes both ways here. Listen to this. Really tactile, feels great. And that black and burgundy bezel is aluminum, gives that vintage dialing there, which I do love. And as you can see, you have the dome sapphire crystal there that looks great for that vintage styling. And I know I said this before, but I love the gilt on this watch, on the hands, the indices. It really makes this watch look phenomenal. So with the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, it has the Tudor caliber MT5450U, and that U is for anti-magnetism. This has really high anti-magnetism, up to 15,000 Gauss, and the frequency of the watch is 28.8, so you have that extremely smooth seconds hand that goes around the dial. And the power reserve is also great for this watch at 65 hours. And like I stated earlier, this isn't a collar style GMT. This is a flyer GMT with the independent local hour hand, which is also great. I'll show you guys that right now. As you can see here, I can adjust the hour there. It jumps forward, jumps back. I can adjust this independently, no problem. And this is an excellent watch for traveling. I do travel for work quite a lot, and this watch fits my lifestyle perfectly. For me, just like many others, it is the proportions of the watch that make the GMT 58 great. Like I stated before, the Black Bay 58 is such a beloved model by Tudor because of the sizing of it. It can fit a huge variety of wrist size, and that goes the same for the GMT 58. Here's my Tudor Black Bay 58 with that beautiful blue bezel and dial. And putting these next to each other here, they are identical. The Black Bay 58 GMT is only several millimeters thicker, and on wrist it's not really noticeable, which is great. And here's the side angle of the Black Bay 58 in blue. And here's the side angle of the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. It's only a tiny bit thicker, and that's because of the movement in there. But Tudor is definitely killing it. Putting a real GMT movement in this small of a case is definitely an awesome feat by Tudor. So Tudor did have previous GMT watches before this one right here. They had the 41mm GMT watches. They had the Pepsi version that looked great, don't get me wrong. I love the 41mm size, but the thickness of the 41mm GMT was at 14.6mm. And that is definitely not thin. That's a thick watch. And on top of that, with the Tudor Black Bay 41 being slab-sided, it made it look even bigger. For a lot of people, it wasn't a big deal, but for others, it was a deciding factor to not get that watch. With the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, you don't get that at all. You get the phenomenal proportions of the Black Bay 58, but you get the functionality of a flyer GMT, which, like I said, is a huge feat by Tudor. This video is my first impressions in showing you guys my new Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, and I'll wear this for a couple weeks. I'll give you guys my full review of this watch. I am so excited for this watch right now. Just the proportions, how it fits on wrist, the Jubilee bracelet, putting over the teeth that clasp from the OEM bracelet. This, in my opinion, is the perfect watch from Tudor right now. So please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of this watch and how you think Tudor's doing right now compared to Rolex, Omega, or other luxury brands. I feel like they're taking the most risk out of any brand right now, coming out with new movements, trying to make everything METAS certified, trying to listen to their customer base to give them what they want. Not a lot of brands do this, and that's why Tudor is so beloved by their fans. And remember, I do respond back to every single comment I get, and remember to stay humble.